My movie room, my collection, the end of the month extra video about budgeting. Someone asked me about budgeting, and I pretty much plan my budget every season. I change my food snacks around so I don't eat the same thing all the time. Sometimes I have to really reduce my food budget so I could get that extra TV show or movie. Or I just get one thing every so often, and if I get a little extra at the end of the year, I'll get something a little extra coming in, but a long wait in between. My work always has been part-time or seasonal. It's only about 2 years ago I started building these shelves. Otherwise I never really had storage up here. Just had maybe like one or two shelving, and it kind of grew out from that. But collecting locally, every couple of months something might come in, and it's a good chance you're going to have to buy it on eBay and pay the heavy shipping. A lot of collectors collect Region 2. I collect everything in Region 1 because it's what I grew up with in my city, my country. Blockbuster had Region 1, and it's what I'm familiar with. I don't know about those Synapse Syndrome, Severance, and everybody keeps talking about those movies when they have a collection for some reason. They gravitate to that. For me, it's Stephen King, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Hellraiser, all those movies. That's what I gravitate to. VHS is just something extra I started a year ago. Maybe almost 2 years ago now, I started the VHS. Took me about 2 years to build everything, and a lot of the wood I had to salvage, a lot of the wood I had to cut down from different pieces of furniture just to get some boards out. Otherwise I would spend all my money on shelving, and I did not want to do that. Some of the wood I had to buy, but now I need to start planning out the movies I want and still TV shows I'm after. If I were not doing TV shows, I could probably have a lot more into my VHS or a lot more into my game collection. But the TV shows take out a fair bit of extra that I do get now, because I watch TV shows a lot more than I do my movies. Just starting to get some new releases coming in, and maybe at the end of the year I'll get more cut up and get some cartoons, but I do need to plan out which TV shows have more on the shipping, or which movies have more on the shipping, which are discontinued, which are rare, and which are overpriced on eBay. Most likely, I don't understand selling, so I don't understand the pricing guide, so I don't know if the whole collection is actually worth appraising or not. But I try to give you a best price based on the next seller. If you find it for cheaper, then whatever you find it for, that's what you have. I don't collect Region 2, so I know Region 2 sometimes the movies might be cheaper, but everything in here I collect is Region 1. So that's how I determine my budget. I have a little thing called end of the month video where I check up on my snacks. Make sure there's still enough snacks on the shelf to last me a couple days. If it's all gone, then I'm putting too much money somewhere. So I don't want to be stuck eating ramen and hot dogs for a couple months because I want to get that expensive TV show, or I want to get that expensive game. There are some expensive Atari games, and I have to push those back, and know when I could get them. If not this year, maybe next year. There's a chance I could get them. So that's what I do with the movies that are overpriced, games that are overpriced TV shows. Build things out, and the shelving also could take out a lot of your money. So otherwise, this all would be like basic storage room. But I was lucky enough to get this all set up the way I wanted to have shelving on both sides. Did not know if I would have enough wood to make a shelving in the middle, but turned out that way. Just finished these two over the past winter. Made these myself. If I have a fair bit of tools in hand, I could do a little something myself. I don't drive, so I cannot just go and pick out shelving and bring it home. I would have to pay a shipper or ask a family member to help out, and family members don't come around and help out that often, so I'm stuck on my own here. Everything I own alone helps out sometimes, but if you don't have part-time work, then you're going to be screwed. So, but it'd be nice to get a little something extra in hand. Sometimes there's specials that come up, and other times you have to pay up a little bit more. Sometimes you have to pay up on certain seasons. If you have like a half a box set and you need it like some certain season to get it, and sometimes you might have to pay up just to get that one specific season for that time. So sometimes you might have to do that and try to get any other horror movies. Might be more expensive than a few others. I noticed that. I don't know why there's a difference in prices. It's like Friday the 13th, some of them might be low, some of them are high priced, and things like that are a little bit offset. But either you go for remake covers or you go for the original covers, so there's a lot of value, or you go for the Blu-ray. Blu-ray for me tends to be a lot more, so I don't collect Blu-ray that often. Anyway, a little extra video for end of the month on budgeting, trying to group your rare movies together and just go from there, figure out which one you could get first and hold the rest back till you're able to get them. That's what I do with the TV shows, and I'm going to have to do that with the movies, and still a fair bit of old movies I don't have yet that I do want, so, and a fair bit of early Dolly Parton albums I don't have yet that I want. So there is a little plan for each section. There's a couple of Atari games I still want, so I do have a little plan made for each section. I just need to know how much it costs on eBay and how much shipping is, and when I might be able to get it into the collection. And that's how I determine a budget. Make sure my food and snacks are good, and I don't want to be stuck with no snacks about 2 weeks into the month, and that's not good. So thanks for watching a quick budget video where I do my unboxing reviews, and otherwise I just barely got this room all set up without shelving. Took about 2 years to get it this far. Thanks for watching. But I've been collecting off and on for a long time. Been doing music ever since high school, and I sold off my first batch. I wish I did not. Just picked up records this year, so I started on that. And any little extra in here, if I don't have to buy clothes, I don't have to buy shoes, jackets, I put it into my collection. And that's how I determine which movies I can pick up for the month. Thanks for watching. Another extra budget video for you. It might help you out, figure out what to get for your collection. A lot of movies on original format are expensive, and they tend to get remade into other variation covers, other variation sets. So you gotta keep that in mind. Do you want the original? Do you want the Region 2? I don't collect Region 2 at all, because that's an unknown format to me, so I never grew up with that, and Blockbuster never had that, so I never got to rent that format, so I don't bother with it. Thanks for watching. And that's how I determine what to add. I know some people like the mixer formats, they don't care, so, but for me, everything I need to have Region 1 based in here. And otherwise, you're just going back and forth with your DVD players all the time. And some people do that, some people don't mind. For me, this is how I have it set up. Thanks for watching.